Hi folks, welcome to the Wild Center. We're going to do a little pop-up live program and I'm going to do some training with Thorne the Goshawk. My name is Leah. I'm part of the animal care staff here at the museum. And I'm also a licensed falconer. So what that means is I hunt alongside of birds of prey during hunting season. And this year is really exciting for me because I have just partnered with Thorne the northern goshawk. Goshawks are really interesting birds. They're a forest interior bird. They're really great at flying through dense woods to catch prey. So imagine our thick Adirondack woods. These guys can maneuver while flying through the woods and catch a lot of times other birds, and they'll eat a lot of other things. So one of the things I'm doing today is I'm working with Thorne because she gets really excited around training and food. I'm using food as a reward for her for behaviors, and so one of the things she does is she vocalizes a lot at me. I've had her since she was about 7 days old, so she's really used to being with me, and then what comes out is this really loud call and excitement during calls. So I'm asking her to be calm, and I'm also working on getting her to be calm when I put her equipment on. So in my hands right here, these are called jesses. This is just a strap that she wears when we work together, and these are a specific kind right now. They have a little slit in the bottom, so these will go through a leather anklet she's wearing, and then I can clip a leash to this briefly while we're leaving her enclosure here and going out to our hunting grounds, or if I'm doing a program with her. And there she goes doing an example. She's probably getting a little impatient for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to approach her. I'm going to watch her body language very carefully. I'm going to watch all of her behaviors, and I'm going to wait until she's quiet and calm, and I'm going to approach her with these and try to put them on her in a very calm fashion. And I have on my hip here, I have her rewards, which are pieces of meat. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Right now she is displaying calm behavior. Her mouth isn't open. She's looking at me. Her feathers are down versus up and fluffed. And she has one foot tucked up in her feathers, so that's all good. It's calm behavior. So I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to step towards her, and I'm going to reach out with the jesses. And what I'm looking for is, again, that calm behavior, and she's calm, so I'm going to tell her good, and then I'm going to give her a little bit of space. Now she's used to this. She's actually used to me putting equipment on her, so we've done this a lot of times. What I'm more working on is, again, that calling, that sort of loud crying out when she gets really excited. So this time I'm just going to go a little closer and show her the jesses. And her feathers just got a little lower. And you can see she's excited. Good. So once she stopped calling at me, I told her good. And that's the signal that she's done the right thing, and I gave her a little bit of space. The space tends to be what gets her to be calmer and a little quieter. And then I'm also, in the middle of this, I'm going to give her little pieces of meat to reinforce what we're doing. And of course, all kinds of stuff is going on. So my radio that I wear for work just went off. And if you can see, she just got really tall and skinny. Her feathers slicked down, and she started looking around because that was, you know, an unusual noise. So again, I'm going to wait till she gets a little calmer. She's looking at me again. She's watching my hands because she's wondering what I'm going to do. And I'm going to step towards her. I'm going to reach with my other hand. I'm watching her behavior. Like, does she seem calm? Does she seem nervous? And that's a good example of her getting excited. So I reached towards her. I went a little too far with my hand, so she repositioned herself. She turned away from me. She's looking for a place to move to. Whenever we're working with animals here, we want to have two-way communication. So she can't speak English, obviously, but what she can do is show me all those body language, all those behaviors that give me a lot of information. So right then, I might have just gotten a little too close. It was a little too exciting, so she looked for an area to get away, and because she was doing that, I stepped away and gave her space. If you have questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I might not be able to see them right now, but I will go back afterwards and certainly answer them if you have any questions. So let's try it again. I won't go as close this time. And she's calm. So I'm going to say good. And this time I'm going to give her a little piece of meat and I'm going to put it on the ground. And she's very excited about her food. You can hear that. Now I'm going to bring you over here with me and show you. She's over there eating her food now. And she's doing an interesting behavior called mantling. So she kind of spread her wings out. She covered her food. And that is something that birds of prey do to hide what they've caught. So if there's another predator in the area or somebody that might want to take her food from her, she's just doing a little hiding of that. Okay, so let's come a little closer. And this time I'm just gonna, nope. So too close. I got a little too close, she stepped away. So I'm gonna adjust what I'm doing. Good. So when she's quiet and calm and not turning away, I'm watching her feathers, I'm watching how her pupils dilate. Good. Good. That time I touched her toe with the jesses. Like I said, her and I have been working on this for a long time. She's very used to me putting the equipment on. She's so loud. But what I'm trying to do now is get some of that calm behavior when I put the equipment on. I want her to, not get so jumpy. I want her to, not feel like she has to vocalize so much at me because good stuff's gonna happen. And now she's down on the ground. If you ever wonder what it was like to live with a bird like this, this is what it's like. We clean in here every single day, but you wouldn't know it because birds poop a lot. So she's having her little snack and she's gonna come back up, hopefully, to this perch right behind me, and we'll do a little bit more of this. So this is just, some very basic training, and it's very enriching for her. She's using her brain to figure out what it is I want, and I'm using my brain, so it's enriching for both of us. On days when we're not exercising hard, I'll do all kinds of stuff like this. I'll come right into her enclosure and we'll work like this. So, just a little bit of training for you this morning. Thanks for joining us. Keep an eye on our social media because we do, digital programs all the time, and you never know when we might pop up with something interesting like this. So we thank you for your continued support and your continued watching of our programs. It helps us do what we do. So thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time. Bye.